Alright everyone, welcome back. Up here with our second double feature of the marathon, we have ViperUK with Colin McRae Rally. First up, all secret levels. Take it away.
No problem, thank you very much. Right, okay, so hello everybody. So I'm known as Viper or ViperUK, or ViperAces, whichever one you want to go with. This is Colin McRae Rally, released back in 1998. This came out on the PlayStation 1 and PC. Later got a Game Boy Color port. So the two categories I'm going to be showing off for you today are the all secret levels and also the super special rally. The super special rally will be done in the rally mode and all the secret levels will be done in the time trial. So, our car of choice is going to be the Audi Quattro as it's the fastest. The secret tracks are only available on PC, so the four that we've got are a quarry of some kind. I'm not sure exactly where from. A mile high club, which is set as something like 50,000 feet. Something which resembles Rainbow Road, I think. Not that well, but somewhat version of Rainbow Road. Similar to found in Mario Kart. And finale is in a, wasteland of Earth wasteland, so to speak. So, yeah, ready to go on time. I'll give you a countdown. And we'll begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so first and foremost, this is Opencast Mind, which is, like I said, a bit of a quarry. And we are going to be using the Audi Quattro to go as fast as possible. Now, I have set this car up for max acceleration, just so it gives me the best chance of getting out corners and things for the rest of this run. Now, I will be changing the tyres that we're going to be using, so we use the dry grooves for this first level. The second and third stages we'll be using tarmac, and for the finale we're going to be using the dry grooves once again. So, all secret levels, what does it entail? Well, this is actually a category extension for the original Colin McRae Rally. So, long story short, back in 1998 when this game released on the PC, they decided that by using cheat codes you could unlock these additional levels. Now, for anyone that's played the PlayStation 1 version, you won't have access to these, but for the PC, you will. Now, obviously, this gave us a quick idea. It was like, well, how fast are the actual stages themselves? Turns out they're not that fast at all to beat, as you can see. So the first one is 1 minute long. The second one, which is High Mile Park, is about 40-something seconds. The third one is about a minute and a half, minute 40, and the last one is about 2 minutes long. You'll see why it's so long. Also, you may notice as well that there is no walls on this one in particular, despite being at like 40,000 feet, which means we need to be very careful that we don't fall off the side. Trying to do this stage is very fast, so I'm going to take it a bit easy here, for the most part. And try not to go off the side of the bridge if I can at all help it. So you can see as well we've got some aeroplanes flying about, which is nice. Kind of gives it that more aesthetic look. They also kind of go through the track a little bit. If you accidentally drive off and hit one, nothing happens. Just to put that out there, just before anyone says, "What, have you tried hitting the planes off the side?" Yes, I have, but believe me, nothing works. This is called Retzel Cluster, or as I call it, Rainbow Road, Colin McRae edition. So as you can see here, so this is like one massive loop with curving sides. And this is actually interesting because, so the way that the other two stages previously and the last stage worked is they work like a super special stage, whereas this actually works similar to an actual rally stage. So it actually has checkpoints and things like that. You don't see the checkpoints, but yeah, it is possible. And to get this right is very difficult. So I put it on max acceleration to help with, mainly to help with the hairpins and things like that. You can see as well that we have like banked sides as well at both sides of the track. So yeah, these are only available via cheat codes. You can find these cheat codes in, funnily enough, if you go into the category extensions for this game and find all secret levels, there is actually what cheat codes you need to activate these bonus levels or secret levels. Call them whatever you want, bonus levels, secret levels, that's what they are. And yeah, we thought, well, wouldn't it be fun if we made like a little, little category out of it? Like, why not? Hence the reason why this has actually come to life. So getting good on these particular stages is not exactly easy because unlike the other rally stages, which can be easy to learn because they're in the PlayStation 1 version and also the PC version, means that you don't have to worry too much. There we go. And with that, that is Retzel's lap complete. Now, we're going to move back into... So this is Trout Heights. This is supposed to be set in London, albeit in the either the prehistoric age or the future. We can't really decide which one it is. So there's two paths that you'll do on this one. So the first one here involves going under a ramp and then over it. So the way that this sort of stage works is a bit like a theme park ride in a way, and you'll see why as we go through. So you can see that it's set in some sort of like time land or something like that. So you can just cut that corner there for some reason. There you go, above 100 mile an hour should do it. I'm going to jump the plane. That plane actually doesn't have a hit detection box, so if you hit it, you can't. There's no way you can hit it. Same here as well. So this is the hardest part of the actual stage itself. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go up this hill, and you see there's this car that goes up and down it, and we're going to go through him because again he's just a graphic. It's a interesting little thing. But this just involves us going up the mountain or up the hill. So yeah, nothing too much to it in regards to this one. But it's when we get to the top, so we're obviously climbing a hill, and it's like, wait, so what happens when you get to the top of the hill? Well, you're about to find out. When we get to the top of this hill, well, let's just say you'll see what happens when we get there. Don't forget what I was just saying though, like, it is a bit like a theme park ride. The other side of the other side of the stage was, because obviously it's got the, what do you call it, the thing, the sign stuff, so it says keep your hands in the vehicle at all times, so we're going to put brakes on here. And I'm going to try and get this through here just fine. Time is coming up, and time. A little over 2 minutes, not bad for that stage time. But yeah, that is it for the all secret levels category. It is a very short category, it's very fast, very frantic. However, that's not the only category that I'm here to show off to today. So I do believe we do have the second category, which is an unknown category for this game, which you can do. There are several categories you can do, by the way. So there is obviously the all bonus levels, all secret levels, as you've seen. We also have the super special rally, which I believe we should be all good to go on. But just before we do start this, there is a night percent, I guess, or just like night mode. So if you type in, I think it's Night Rider on the PlayStation version, I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's Dark Side in PC. That's what you have to type as the cheat code. You type that as your name and it activates the cheat code. And it basically makes every stage dark. It makes every stage night. So it gives you a bit more of a challenge. So if you think like, oh, I know how the stages work, when they're at night, they're a completely different beast because you can't see nearly as far as you're going because it's dark everywhere. And the corners come at you much faster and things like that. And yeah, it's a bit of a difficult category to do. It's not too hard. I mean, if you do the Novice Championship and you beat that with ease, then there's probably a good chance you'll still be able to do it at night. But obviously, in the dark, it provides more of a challenge. Yeah. So I think, if I'm right in saying, are we ready to go on the second category?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Cool. Right, okay. I'll give you a countdown and then we'll get into it. So, real quick, this is the Super Special Rally category, which, long story short, every rally in the game, so there's 8 rallies. There is New Zealand, Greece, Monte Carlo, Australia, Sweden, Corsica, Indonesia, and the UK. And if you beat the game, you beat all the Super Special stages. The rally mode introduces the Super Special Rally. Now, this is something that again, we did the whole secret cars one. It was like, oh, what about the super special rally? Like, that's quite fast and frantic. What about doing a category for that? So we have done, hence the reason what this is. So again, this could be fast and frantic. You'll actually see actual AI in this one, so we'll see either Colin McRae or Kevin Mackland or Richard Burns or Edidiero, one of the rally drivers on the other side. And it is on expert, so it's going to be difficult, but obviously for us, with us being in an Audi, it'll be a lot faster than expected. So I'll give you a countdown from 3, 2, 1, go. So first stage we've got here is Greece. And Greece is about 45 to 50 seconds long. The exact same is said for Australia. So the Super Special Rally is consisting of 4 stages, a bit similar to the all secret levels. So we have the Greece Super Special stage, we have Australia, Corsica, which is my personal favourite, and finally the UK. Now in Corsica and in the UK we actually need to change our tyres, whereas for Greece and Australia we don't. So it's nice and easy. It basically makes our life a lot easier as well, so that's nice. Now getting these stages right can be very difficult. I'm not going to lie to you, actually being fast on these stages is hard. So that is the first one done and dusted. We're now moving straight into Australia. We're up against the Ford Escort, which I believe is Juha Kankkunen, which is quite interesting. Never usually up against a Ford Escort. Normally the car that's in the other lane is either a Subaru or a Mitsubishi because they are the fastest standard cars in the game. The Audi Quattro is a bonus car that we can use and it is fairly quick. There's not really too much to it other than its acceleration. As you can see though, it is insanely quick. There is actually something that is worth mentioning though, is that the IL world records for the super special stages are exceedingly quick. I try my best to go as fast as possible, but obviously there's only so much you can do. Yeah, I didn't do too bad there. Right, so we immediately move on to Corsica super special stage. That Ford is really holding its own. So this is my personal favourite stage because many years ago, and I say many years ago, and this might sound like I'm blowing my own trumpet here, so I do apologise, but back in I think it was 2015 or 2016, I set the record for this stage on the PlayStation version, and ever since then, I have beaten it on the PS1 version, on the PC version, and the record has not been beaten ever since, so fair to say I've held the stage record officially for probably 8 years, which is quite a statement. There's people that have gotten close, but no one's actually beat it. So I think it was a 50.8 or something. And that's providing like everything goes well, like you can really drive well. There we go. The other thing is as well with that record is that you actually do a time which is using it's using a faster gearbox, a more speed gearbox. This is the finale of the Super Special Stage rally. This is in the UK. Again, we're going up against that Ford, which is quite surprising. We never usually do go up against that Ford. So this is the final stage. It's about 1 minute and 15 seconds, give or take. So if you're ready on time, it will be coming up in about a minute or so. I will be honest, getting the record on this particular stage was quite painful. It took me a good few attempts to get the record, and I had to really earn it. But when you really earn it, you really earn it. So it might look like that Ford is beating me, but in a straight line I can really beat it due to how much speed that the Audi has got. It's worth noting that the difference between that Ford and this Audi is about 200 horsepower. So the Audi has around, I think it's 500 brake, whereas the standard cars have about 300 or less. And time is coming up very, very shortly. Going across the line. Time. Felt like a fairly good stage as well, 1:14.98. We're in game time. 3:32.87, not bad. I mean, we beat the AI by just short of 30 seconds, so I will definitely take that. Colin McRae was 5th, that's a shock. I'm quite surprised at how good that Ford did. Usually it's like the Mitsubishis or the Subarus that are quick, never the Fords. So that is quite a shock. But yeah, that is just about it for these categories. Like I said, they're very, very fast, very frantic. Blink and you'll miss it. Feel free to give either of these categories a try. If you have the PC version of the game, which I can also just quickly mention real quick. So the Super Special Stage Rally can be attempted on PC or PlayStation. You can use the Unlock All Tracks cheats to get access to the rally like that. And obviously you can use the Unlock All Cars cheats to access like the Audi Quattro and all the cars. If you have the PC version of the game, you can use the cheat codes to unlock the cars and the tracks. And you can also use it to unlock all the secret tracks which you saw before. The secret tracks and 2 special cars, which are the Toyota Celica GT4 and the Millennium Ford Rally, are limited exclusively for the PC version. In terms of the PC version, you can get hold of it via, I believe there is a group that's called Magipacks that bundles together old games to get them working on modern systems. And thanks to a member of the community who found it, I forget who it was, but somebody out in the Colin McRae Rally community did find it, found that there was a proper working version which didn't involve too much ball ache to allow people to actually play this game on Windows 10, and people actually have started to pick this game up and run it, which is really great to see after me and maybe 1 or 2 others have been running the game on PC for years just because of the complete look of how we installed it. But yeah, if you want to find me, I'm over at Viper Races over on Twitch. I mainly stream racing games, but obviously I can do shoot 'em ups and things like that as well. Do have a good variety of games. Once again, thanks to the Mediocre guys, Mediocre event crew, for allowing me to participate in their event. I know that they let me participate in their first event, but it is great to run for the second time, so many thank yous for that. And finally, quick shout outs goes out to my community, who have always been supportive of any event that I do, and also just in general, yeah, very supportive in general with me, which is really, really nice. And obviously the other one was the shout out to the Colin McRae Rally Discord. We do have a Colin McRae community. You can find that on any of the Colin McRae Rally games or the Dirt franchise, which is what the Colin McRae Rally series evolved into. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you once again for watching these runs, and yeah, I will hand it back over to our host.